My name's Dominic Kimani. I come from National Museums of Kenya. I'm here in this Olkiramatian camp. We are interested in doing our bird ringing in the Ewasongiro river. We are quite interested in the riparian zone where the river is very, very important. So in the woodland, that's where you're going to see how we set up nets and possibly how we extract birds and how all this is important to these areas. Birds usually wakes up very early, as you can hear sounds, and this is the best time to catch birds. Sometimes we wake up even earlier depending on areas, but this is the best time actually to get the birds, when just before the sun rises. Alright, everything now is set, and now we can go and open the nets. They are called mist nets. You can't see them now because they are between the trees. When we are erecting the nets, we try to get a nice place where there are at least there are some of the trees or bush. But again, we also try not to cut so much in the where we are erecting the net, or what we call the net ride. And in this case, we selected this area near the river because we are concentrating our effort in the riverine vegetation, where we have our interest with the this river, Ewasongiro. Yeah, we've just arrived into our ringing station. As I said, it's a temporary ringing station, and now is the hourly wait, or the long wait. I'm sure it won't be very long, and actually we are having my colleagues here, a team of assistants who are actually keen and future ringers. They want to see how it's done, and also we have some of them are the local community in this area. They really want to understand why we are doing ringing, and we are very happy to show them what we are doing. And in an hour's time, we are going to start our usual ringing, and we will explain some of why we are doing the ringing. Normally we really don't have these fussy things most of the time. We really sometimes do it on a rock, as long as we can make it to be our ringing station. If we can have somewhere to place our ringing equipment. I'm carefully extracting this bird. I start with the tassels. Remove very carefully, it's not badly entangled. Then I go to the wing. Alright, then into its small room, the bag, which is safe. Then we make sure that we tie it nicely, and then we carry it carefully. And, we can't ring a bird if we don't identify it. For information, this is a lesser masked weaver. And this is the best posture. We're holding the bird. The bird is already very comfortable, and because we want to standardize everything, this is the right tassels, and we cross. This is the pliers. we close it in the third hole. We don't close completely. Then you turn the right angle, and then you close completely with the second one. And now it's completely closed, but it can move. It's flexible and doesn't hurt the bird. See, these rings, they come in wide varieties and they are very light. Like this one is made up of aluminium, so it's very, very light, and the bird doesn't actually realize the weight. So it's very, very light and it doesn't have effect. The bird will just, it will really go with it without any problem. Yeah, so other rings that are made of steel for the water birds to avoid them rusting. So this bird will be with it all through its life and it won't have any much effect. The only unique thing is that it's got the information and it's very unique. Every ring is unique. As you can see, it's got number, and for instance, it's written Inform Museum Nairobi. Wherever somebody gets this ring, can actually contact museum in case the bird is found or is recaptured somewhere else. So all these rings in Kenya, they are controlled from one central point, and for the museum in Nairobi, it's controlled within the Nature Kenya, what used to be the East Africa Natural History, so that nobody is just doing ringing, but it's purely for research. And now the bird is ringed, and now you go ahead doing other biometrics. Now we're measuring the wing length. All the information we recorded in our bird ringing data book, and it is 69 wing. We also have to measure other biometrics, and for this case, when we want to measure the head, as you will see us doing this, we use this one. This is a normal caliper, but we are fortunate to have a digital caliper whereby we can just do the reading of the tarsus of the head, and we can be able to tell this biometric. And this biometric are helpful to tell different kind of species. You realize some of the species are very similar. And
0.
Yep. 0. So this one is head 30.3 millimeters. Then you just slide comfortably. You have to make sure the bird is comfortable. So that one is 21.8 millimeters. For the tail, it's just slightly worn. So just slightly worn. So we brought to see whether there are new feathers coming up. There is nothing, 0 there. Nothing, 0. 0. Molting is changing of old feathers into new ones. The primary feathers are the outer feathers, these feathers facing from this direction, and they usually start changing from at the middle here, moving this direction. These ones are weighing balance, and this is 17 grams. And we are now going to release the bird. We have to take very little time to let the bird fly and go find its food. So what I'll do, holding it with this hand, then I'll place him in my palm and I'll slowly let him go.